everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into one of the fundamental aspects of English grammar, the 12 basic tenses. Don't worry, we're going to break it down step by step, making it super clear and easy to understand. We'll cover their formulas, examples, and important notes to help you master them. So grab your notebooks and let's get started. Let's kick things off with the simple present tense. This tense is all about habits, routines, and general truths. The formula is pretty straightforward. Subject plus verb in its base form. For example, I eat breakfast every morning. See? Simple. It's used for things you do regularly or facts that are always true. Now, let's move on to the present continuous tense. This one's all about actions happening right now. The formula is subject plus am is or are plus verbing. For example, I am recording this video for you right now. We use this tense to talk about things that are in progress at this very moment. The present perfect tense can be a little tricky, but don't worry, we've got this. It's a tense that often confuses learners, but with a bit of practice, you'll master it in no time. Let's break it down together. It's used to talk about actions that happened at an unspecified time in the past and have a connection to the present. This means that the exact time of the action is not important. What matters is the effect or result of the action in the present moment. The formula is subject plus has or have plus past participle. It's a simple structure once you get the hang of it. Remember, has is used with he, she, and it, while have is used with I, you, we, and they. For example, I have visited Paris twice. This sentence tells us that the speaker went to Paris at some point in the past, but the exact times are not specified. The important thing is that the experience of visiting Paris is relevant to the present. This means I went to Paris in the past and it still influences my life in some way today. Maybe it has inspired me to learn French, or perhaps it has made me more interested in traveling. The present perfect tense helps us express these ongoing connections between past actions and the present. Chapter 4. Present perfect continuous. It's been going on. Next up, we have the present perfect continuous tense. This one's for actions that started in the past and are still continuing in the present. The formula is subject plus has or have plus been plus verbing. For instance, I have been learning English for 5 years. This means I started learning English 5 years ago and I'm still learning it now. Chapter 5. Simple past. Back to the basics. Time to travel back in time with the simple past tense. This one's all about completed actions in the past. The formula is simple. Subject plus verb in past tense. For example, I walked to work yesterday. We use this tense for actions that happened and finished in the past. Chapter 6. Past continuous setting the scene. Now, let's paint a picture of the past with the past continuous tense. This tense is used to describe actions that were in progress at a specific time in the past. The formula is subject plus was or were plus verbing. For example, I was cooking dinner when you called. This means that at the specific moment you called, I was in the middle of cooking. Chapter 7. Past perfect, the past before the past. The past perfect tense can seem a bit complicated, but it's all about understanding the order of events in the past. We use it to talk about an action that happened before another action in the past. The formula is subject plus had plus past participle. For example, I had already eaten when my friend arrived. This means I finished eating before my friend arrived. Chapter 8. Past perfect continuous. The past in motion. Ready for another trip down memory lane? The past perfect continuous tense is used to talk about actions that were in progress before another action in the past. The formula is subject plus had plus been plus verbing. For instance, I'd been waiting for an hour when the bus finally arrived. This means I was waiting for a full hour before the bus arrived. Chapter 9. Simple Future. What lies ahead? Now, let's look ahead to the future with the simple future tense. This tense is used for actions that will happen in the future. The formula is simple: subject plus will plus verb, base form. For example, I will go to the beach tomorrow. Easy, right? Chapter 10. Future continuous glimpses of the future. The future continuous tense is used to talk about actions that will be in progress at a specific time in the future. The formula is subject plus will plus be plus verbing. For example, this time next week, I will be lying on a beach. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Chapter 11. Future perfect accomplishments to come. The future perfect tense is used to talk about actions that will be completed by a specific time in the future. The formula is subject plus will plus have plus past participle. For example, I will have finished this project by Friday. This means that by Friday, the project will be done and dusted. Chapter 12. Future perfect continuous. The future unfolds. Last but not least, we have the future perfect continuous tense. This tense is essential for expressing actions that will be ongoing up to a certain point in the future. We use this tense to talk about actions that will have been in progress for a certain amount of time by a specific point in the future. It helps us convey the duration of an activity that will be happening before another future event. The formula is subject plus will plus have plus been plus verbing. This structure might seem complex at first, but with practice it becomes second nature. For instance, by next year, I will have been living in London for 5 years. This sentence indicates that the action of living in London started in the past and will continue up to a specific point in the future. This means that next year I will have been living in London for 5 continuous years. Understanding this tense allows us to describe future scenarios with precision and clarity. It's a powerful tool for planning and predicting future events, making our communication more effective and nuanced. And there you have it, the 12 basic tenses in English. We've covered everything from the simple present to the future perfect continuous. I hope you found this video helpful in understanding how to use them correctly.